I've been complaining about the flood in Lekki, but my prayers were answered this morning. I will go to Lekki and I have a viable means of transportation to the heart of Lekki.
Shame on you, Mike. Anyway,
There's no shame on this
finally
one.
on our cast today, we have Fari Elysian. She is a content creator and actor, amongst other things, who has won the hearts of people across the world with a unique style of storytelling and skit making. Welcome to Wake Up Nigeria. It's great to have you here.
I love people who embrace cultures and other people that were not born, and that is why you are a special person. It is great to have you. Welcome. How are we? When are we starting our journey to Lekki? Because now you're back. We are going to show for that back.
Right.
But wonderful. I love. How did this all start?
Yeah.
How did this all start for you?
Yeah.
What started?
Everything. Getting
Skit
into
making,
acting and all of that.
Well, it was a tough journey. I just like I mentioned then, you know, I mean, my story is out there already.
Yeah.
So I just got stuck in Nigeria during the COVID times. I went through a lot. And making skits was one of the ways of surviving for me.
Wow.
So that's where I am today. I mean, from a doctor, I became an actress and a content creator. It wasn't planned, but life happened to me.
Life happened to you, yeah.
I like that.
Of course. Now, I think for me, the question and all of that is why Nigeria, right? I mean, it'll have a lot of Nigerians running away from this place.
I guess I have to repeat it again, right?
Yeah, we love hearing it.
I was in love with the Nigerian prince. That's what brought me to Nigeria initially. So then because of COVID, I got stuck. And Nigeria has taught me a lot because I had literally like the toughest experience of my life in Nigeria. Especially that 2020 and 2021 was like literally a surviving period for me.
For you.
So because Nigeria was a tough place for me to survive in, and Nigeria has its own beauty in it, you know, I had to, there's no way I can't love this country. It's just like my second home. So instead of, you know, some people on my place would actually just leave the country because it's not easy to survive here. But for me, it was like, come on, I survived in this country and I became somebody actually.
Exactly. Wonderful.
I broke into the industry. I could do a lot of things. So why would I leave it on a halfway instead of me growing? I could grow in it and progress more. And that was also, acting and creating content was also one of the talents I discovered about myself. So I didn't want to just leave it and...
So now the question I want to ask is, acting and creating content as a foreigner in this place. Now, I know how it would seem for someone who's a local, who's a native here. But let's talk about you. What challenges have you faced in breaking into an industry that is Nollywood, as it were, acting and making content here? Are there advantages for you? Are there disadvantages? Talk to us about it, pros and cons.
So people always feel like because I am white, it's easier for me to break in, and a lot of people would like to work with me. Somehow there's a truth in it. So there's some kind of people that will love to work with me because I'm white. And probably when they need a white person for their skit, that's when they remember me. Do you understand? But I'm more than white. I'm more than just white. I've got a talent, right? So some people believe it's like that, but it's not like that like at all. In industry, it's been tough for me because there's this competition. There's also this belief that a stranger cannot just easily come into our space.
So do you have that? Have you ever been on set and you felt that energy literally for
Sometimes it happens.
Okay.
Sometimes it happens.
Okay.
And I don't pay attention to that. I just close my eyes and move because it's not an easy experience to face. I get some hating messages in my email like,
You do.
what the heck are you doing in our country? Just leave to your own country. You guys are racist in your country. You're not supposed to be in this country. You think that we love whites, we hate whites. Like different hating messages on my emails. And I keep them. I keep them in my phone.
Why do you keep them?
It's a memory. It motivates me to do more.
Nice.
It
I like
inspires
that.
me to do more.
I like
because I know
that.
they're haters. Right?
Of course.
And
Because you're doing something remarkable.
exactly,
is
that
the
takes me
reason
to my
why,
next question. This is something that not many people know how to manage.
Exactly.
Hate comment, as it were. You know, how do you, and you, like you mentioned, after the COVID and all of that, you passed through. how can you help somebody, or what words can you say that can help somebody out there who is receiving hate for maybe doing what they love that is good and that is nice? How can they traverse such waters when you have those kind of comments coming up on social media and all of that?
It's just to understand that people who hate on your success or on whatever you're doing, it comes out of mental instability.
Yeah, straight up.
It's just an understanding of that.
Very true.
So everybody should understand that anybody that hates whatever you're doing or hates you, the person is not all right. Because if you are a matured human out there, you have the all knowledge and experience, and you went through life, you would never hate on anybody. You would appreciate everybody's success. You know, I love when my friends succeed. I love when my colleagues succeed. Even some skit makers that I studied together with, they are bigger than me, and I love that. I wouldn't ever hate because they are...
On that, exactly.
Everybody has their own journey, you know? I take my own time. I don't need to do like this because I have plans, I have dreams.
Okay. Now, you're speaking about your struggles as an actor now, right? It's one thing to literally be white and say, okay, fine, I'm going to be in this space and act, right? You get roles and all of that for that. But then again, going into skit making, I think that is actually something that you need special talents for. So what was it for you? Did you just recognize the humor that you had and wanted to express that? Or what exactly was the skit making bit for?
Yeah, kind of. I never knew I could, like, get some humoristic ideas. I didn't know I could be funny.
So how did you discover that?
So it's when I did my first video and I spoke pidgin in it, and I saw the outcome and the reactions of people to that video. So that was like a breakout for me. I was like, damn, I can do more. It felt good that people loved, people were laughing. And the idea of people laughing, you giving them joy, it's more than anything else in life.
Oh, amazing.
I like that.
You know, you're making people happy. So I was like, let me just keep up with it. Because my own dream in life is just making an impact. No matter which way you do that, you know, it's just making someone smile is already an impact.
Very true.
So I was like, I like this, let me just keep up with it. And the idea of creating skits or creating content, I discovered myself a lot while doing that. You know, through content creation, I got into acting and into producing. Now I also produce.
Wonderful, and that leads me to where we're going to. What can your fans out there, the ones who love you? I mean, sometimes they say haters are people who love you, but they tend to just, you know, they just tend to cover it up and all of that. What can we look out for? What productions do you have coming up? What movies do you have coming up? What can we look out for Fari?
So for now, I'm just doing short films.
Wonderful.
I started doing that for YouTube, project called Afro Tales.
Oh, what's it about?
It's unique in its own way because nobody is doing stories, nobody's shooting stories like that in the whole of Africa. So my stories are inspirational, educational, and stories that people can relate to on a daily note. You watch the story and you will remember that, bruh, I have values in life I need to pay attention to. Because nowadays we're so addicted to social media that we forget easily about values we actually have to pay attention to.
That's very true.
Everybody is carried away by trends, by social media, by a lot of things, and you forget actually that you have values.
So I want to ask the level of research. Do you understand? As a foreigner coming into Africa to usually write Afri tales, that's actually a lot. So what level of research have you put into like producing?
It was my experience within 4 years of staying in Nigeria.
Okay, I like that. Your personal experience and all of that.
Experience, me seeing everything. And I like observing a lot, watching people live. And I've seen what people go through. And I'm bringing the stories into real life. So basically, every episode is a different story. And at the end of every story, we pass a message to people.
Oh, I like that.
Such a beautiful message.
I like that.
So when you watch, sometimes you might even cry. It's not a comedy.
How many episodes are out there?
We've shot up to 14 episodes already.
And they're out there, we can check out.
They're out on YouTube.
What's the handle?
It's on my YouTube, Fari Elysian.
Fari Elysian,
but once you got to the YouTube,
you'll see it all there.
You
know, you mentioned something now about how social media has done, you know, taken over in such a way that people, I mean, you go for a job or anything, everything's just related to social media. And then people get lost in it. That was what you said. What's the best way do you think anybody can handle and relate with social media, as it were?
Is to take away some time of your life to be without your phone. As simple as that. Just take a choice, decide that, okay, I want to take 24 hours without on my phone. It's very hard to even do just 24 hours. Guess what? Whenever I have a breakdown, what I do is I need peace of mind. I might just travel to Abuja, off my phone for 2-3 days. I will let the important people in my life, I will let them know that, hey guys, I'll be offline. Don't worry.
Okay.
And I'll just, trust me, it's like, it's a big change in your mental system.
Resets you.
So it resets you. You get refreshed, you get more ideas after that. And you also remember all the values. You realize that, come on, life is more than just a phone.
More than that,
social media.
You know what, Fari? I might not do 24 hours at once, but I'll start maybe 4, 5, 6 hours.
You should.
I'll start that way.
You start gradually, right? Just
I'll start that way.
work out.
Yes, gradually.
Thank you so much,
Amazing.
Fari. Such a pleasure talking to you.
Really insightful
likewise.
speaking with you. So we have, of course, breakfast ready for you. I hope you're hungry.
No, it's not yet ready.
Okay, it's not
we'll
ready?
get to do that after the show.
Oh, after the show.
Fari, we'll get to do that.
Okay.
But this is us wishing you the best.
Yes.
And,
There's one more thing I want
okay, talk about. Okay, very
One more
fast.
thing is next week on Saturday, 6th July,
Okay.
I have a masterclass, content creation masterclass.
Oh, nice.
It's a
Wonderful.
training.
Wonderful.
It's not something anybody has done before, like a proper masterclass for
Is it
upcoming.
virtual or physical?
It's physical in Lagos.
Oh, nice.
Here.
Okay,
It's not
okay.
free because it's exclusive masterclass. I'm also going to have some celebrities, content creators on
Wonderful.
the ground.
There
Wonderful.
we are. So we can get all the information on your page, right?
Sure.
Wishing you the
There.
best.
Instagram.
Thank
Okay.
you.
Thank you so
All
much,
right,
Fari.
all right.
Thank you, guys.
Wishing you the best.
Well
All right, so I'm going to Lekki. Let's see how I'll get there. Yeah, I'm about to show you how I'll get to Lekki now.
Oh.